chocolatiers. Welcome back to Oktoberfest 2025. Today, we're supposed to be diving into the Dakota Fanning movie on, Paramount Plus. We're actually going to do Corpse Bride. We've been delayed on watching that. So that'll be tomorrow's video. And so this film, resonated with audiences back in 2005 when it released. Corpse Bride stands as one of Tim Burton's most hauntedly poetic works. It's a Gothic fairy tale about love, loss, and life after death. It's got that Burton DNA, that stop motion, the Danny Elfman's music, and a visual style that feels like it was carved straight out of a dream or maybe a nightmare. By the mid-2000s, Tim Burton had already given us Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, Sleepy Hollow, and A Nightmare Before Christmas. So when Corpse Bride arrived, expectations were very sky high. And what we got wasn't a clone of A Nightmare, but a more mature emotional story about the pain of choosing between life and death and the beauty of letting go. The story follows Victor Van Dort, voiced by Johnny Depp, a nervous, kind-hearted man from a wealthy family who's about to be married to Victoria Everglot, voiced by Emily Watson. Their marriage is arranged for money, but something genuine starts to bloom between them. During wedding rehearsals, Victor can't get his vows right, so he wanders into the woods to practice, and there he slips a ring onto what he thinks is a branch, but it turns out to be the finger of a corpse bride named Emily, voiced by Helena Bonham Carter. From that moment, Victor is literally dragged into the land of the dead, a place far more colorful, and musical and lively than the dull gray world of the living. And that is one of the film's biggest ironies, because death feels alive here. What follows is a bittersweet love triangle between Victor, Victoria, and Emily, each representing different kinds of love. You got the duty, the passion, and the sacrifice. The stop motion animation is absolutely breathtaking. Every moment and movement feels handcrafted, precise, and alive with emotion. Tim Burton and co-director Mike Johnson make each frame look like a painting, from the blue-tinted corpse world to the pale, ghostly streets of Victor's village. The contrast between the two worlds is the film's visual heart. The living world is cold and monochrome, while the afterlife is very vibrant, chaotic, and even warm. It flips our expectations of what's supposed to be dead and alive. Meanwhile, Danny Elfman's score is pitch perfect as well. It's got a melancholy and playful all at once. His songs carry the story that, with that classic Burton melodrama, is like a macabre Broadway musical set in a fairy tale, and it's just perfect. Johnny Depp brings a gentle awkwardness to Victor. You can feel his nervous energy and his decency. Emily Watson's Victoria is delicate but determined. Meanwhile, Helena Bonham Carter as the Corpse Bride is phenomenal, breathtaking, and hopeful all at once. Her performance is the soul of this film. When she sings about her past and the betrayal that killed her, it hits really hard. You realize that this isn't just a ghost story. It's about a woman who was robbed of love and still has enough kindness to let someone else find it. What makes Corpse Bride so powerful is its themes of acceptance and release. Emily's journey isn't just about getting Victor to love her, it's about learning to move on peacefully at all. The film flips Burton's usual outsider narrative in most of his stories to the weird and macabre characters struggling to fit into the normal world. Meanwhile, here, the dead have built their own community, and it's the living world that feels really soulless. There's almost a quiet commentary on love and choice here. Victor has to decide if love means comfort or sacrifice, and Emily teaches him that true love is freedom and possession. Corpse Bride might not have the same merchandise power as something like The Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't think you're going to see them in Fortnite, for example, but it's very bit as important to Burton's filmography. It proved that stop motion could be used for emotional depth, not just for that quirky fun. Even 20 years later, it's still a staple for Halloween season. It's romantic, morbid, and timeless, and it's one of those rare films that kids can grow up loving and adults can revisit and find something deeper each time, like I did this time. Corpse Bride is beautifully bittersweet. It's a story wrapped in death but bursting with life. It's a Gothic masterpiece about accepting loss, cherishing love, and understanding that sometimes the dead have more soul than the living. The film is a melancholy classic that proves that Tim Burton's heart beat strongest in the dark. With that, that is another entry down in Oktoberfest 2025. Let me know down below in the comments, where does The Corpse Bride rank for you among Tim Burton films? If you're enjoying the series, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more hauntingly beautiful reviews all month long. And tomorrow, like I said, we're finally doing it. We're covering Vicious with Dakota Fanning. So if you want to see a new movie review, something newer, we will be covering that tomorrow. So like, subscribe for that.
And you might try to pray, but we all end up the remains of the day.